Welcome back. I've had a lot of questions about assigning slip sheets to printed products such as books, which I do a lot of here. How do you get that slip sheet in there? I'm going to answer that today. I'm going to do you one better. I have a job right now that needs actually 2 inserts. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm printing 100 8.5 by 11 books, and there's only one sheet that has color on it. So I could easily print that job on a color machine, and sometimes I do, depending on the page count and what all is going on in the shop. It's just easier. Throw it on this machine, it'll automatically print it all in order. The color, the black and white, it's fine. The downside is it costs a little bit more and it takes longer. 2 things that we alleviate by running over to the 1200. The 1200 runs at twice the speed than the color machines. So what I do is I print the color insert right here, and we put that in the post insert tray, which is after the print engine. This guy right here. And I'll show you when I send the file to this press how I get this to insert. So for this job, we're going to be inserting a slip sheet at the end of the book so we can tell between the different books on a stack. And then I'm going to put the color inserts on this top tray. And you can actually do multiple color inserts. It becomes a little tricky, but you can do it if you're doing a really long run, and the cost savings is there. If you're going to split a job up between a color press and a black and white press, you first need to pull those pages out of the PDF file before you send them to the machines. Let me show you. So here on my computer, I have one PDF here, which are my color pages, page 97 and 98. And I send those to the color press and print them, which I already did. Then I have this monochrome PDF, which is all the other pages except it's missing the color pages. So let's jump to page 96. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So it goes 96 and right to 99. So I have the 2 pages pulled out of this PDF. And that's so that the black and white machine doesn't print those 2 pages, but instead I'm going to tell it to, after page 96, it's going to insert the color page that it's going to pull from the PI1 tray, post insert tray 1. So I forget which way this paper goes in here, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to print out one proof. We're going to see how it is. I might need to flip this one way or the other way in order to get it to come out correctly, but for now it's just going to be a placeholder. So now let me show you how to send it to the press. So what we're going to do is print this file, send into the Konica 1200. So we go into properties to assign all the different attributes that we need here, the page or the paper, output location. Boy, there's tons of different settings as far as double-sided, full bleed, which way it's stacking, single-sided, cover, all the screen settings. There's tons of options in here. So I have a default I have already saved here, which is going to give me 1117 short grain paper. It's actually 11 1/4 by 17 1/2 that will get trimmed down. But so I just load that preset, and right in here, the cover, which is already set correctly, it's going to pull in a back cover from tray 2, PI tray 2, and that is going to be my slip sheet. And then what we have to do is we need to tell it to insert the color page up here in page settings. So then we go to page settings, double click here, we want to insert a blank sheet. Now it's not going to be blank because I already printed it, but for all intents and purposes, the printer thinks it's blank. So I want to insert that after page 96, and we're gonna pull it from tray 1, PI tray 1. And you don't have to touch any of the rest of that. And my workflow, I just want to send it to folder number 2. And if you leave file name blank, it'll just use the file name of the document. So then you just hit OK and send it. So now what I set that up to do is it's going to send the job here, and when I print it, it's going to print the job, and then at page 96 it's going to pull an insert from PI tray 1. It's going to continue printing the job, and then it's going to pull the insert from PI tray 2, which is in turn our slip sheet. And that's going to be one book. Alright, let's see if I did it right. So recall it from tray 2, should be the last file. Let's print a proof. Proof copy, print. Oh, I put it in upside down. I'll have to flip that around. Okay, so this is what she looks like when it's done. So I know it pulled it at the wrong spot. Oh, sorry, no, it pulled it at the correct spot, but the page is upside down. So 94, 95, 96, this should be 97. So this just needs to be flipped over. And then of course it's 98, 99, that's the right position. So good news is it's at the right location. Bad news is I put it in upside down. So then that should all be good. And it pulled the slip sheet at the back like it should have. So now I'm sure it'll be fine, but might as well do one more proof just to make sure. Perfect. Send them. I gotta cut down a lot of paper to keep this thing fed. Okay, the 1200 was going to town, and then it stopped and it could not come up to temperature. So immediately thought fuser problem, and I was right. We have a insulating sleeve that broke, and therefore snapped a lamp. So this thing, it needs a little bit of work. I gotta order some parts for that to keep that running, but no big deal. We're not in a hurry to finish this job. And any other monochrome jobs can be done on these machines until the parts for this one comes. Oh, I'll show you what happened. Okay, you can see right in here that this lamp, this one's broken. And that one's broken. They're both broken. So I gotta order 2 lamps. I should theoretically, I guess, keep them on the shelf. But this insulating sleeve is bad. I might just replace the bearings. That bearing might be a problem. I don't know. I can check and see how old that is. Might as well do them all and just get it all up to snuff. But actually, I've got good bearings here on this one. This one just has a nick out of the roller, so I could easily use these, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna put in all new, and then I know where I stand. Okay, I have that apart, and before too long today, the lamps and bearings and insulating sleeves will be here. I'm gonna go ahead and accept responsibility for that. I probably should have replaced the bearings and the sleeves when I replaced this roller, although they looked fine when I installed them. But if I would have replaced them, this probably wouldn't have happened. But you never know. The bearings still spin nice and everything. I like to keep running it as long as it looks good. And my batteries here. Just in case you're wondering, they do not make it easy to replace batteries in little robotic vacuums. I guess that's it for today. Thinking about it, I'm not surprised that something on there would have went bad. I was running it pretty hard, and it's been a while since something fuser related went on this, so I guess I was due. But I'm gonna be running it quite a bit next week. Got that stack to run through there and a little bit more. So thanks for watching. See you then.